guys, and welcome to my video on the newest Haikyuu episode. Season 3, episode 4. This is the one. This is the one. This is the reason why Tsuki is my favorite character. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. This episode did everything right. Let me just get straight into the Tsukishima stuff because just everything about this, like from the moment that we start having when the juice is about to end and you hear that, I think it's like string music in the background and you just hear it swelling, and then suddenly the music stops and we have like Tsukishima's inner monologue, and then he jumps and blocks Ushiwaka, and oh my god, everything is just, and the silence, like it's still there. We cut to Yamaguchi thinking back to Tsukishima being like, I can't compete against him, but I'll at the very least block a few of his spikes. And then Tsukishima thinking back to what Bokuto told him and then having his moment. Oh my god, that was executed perfectly. And it was set up very differently from the manga as well, if I remember correctly, because in the manga it was a very like linear storytelling. So we got the flashback, then we got the block, and then we got the moment. And I'm pretty sure we had like a full page of Tsukishima just being like, yeah! And then in the background we had the like flashback pages, so that it was like, yeah, you know how that mangas are like that. But it was just, I just think that the music choice just did everything so well, because I was like sitting just when the music started, like with, because it was very like not peaceful, but it was very like the, you know, the music with the string music, and then like it was like positive music, if that makes any sense. And then you feel it, like you feel the climax coming, and then the music stops and you just go to Tsukishima and you see his eyes and what he's thinking, and you have Shirabu just like, as soon as he set the ball, looks at Tsukishima and it's just like, shit, fuck, he's going to do something, and then he blocks it. And you just like, because we've had these 2 full episodes just focusing on Tsukishima thinking, and like also a lot in episode 2 and episode 1, but mostly in these 2 last episodes, we just have Tsuki thinking so much, and then it all just led up to this one moment. Because he'd been waiting and pressuring Shirabu so much that he'd make just, not even a mistake, he just made a teeny tiny change, like the ball was just a little bit too close to the net and a little bit, like, a little lower than it should be, so Ushiwaka wouldn't be able to fully spike it, and then Tsuki blocks it perfectly, and just like having like the red marks on his hand after he's blocked it, and Ushiwaka's the look on his face just like, what the hell. Everything about that moment was just executed so perfectly. It was everything I dreamed of. This is by far my favorite moment in this entire series. I cannot even imagine a moment that will beat this, because it's so powerful for Tsukishima's character. And as a person who's so attached to him, because I totally get why he's the way he is, and I'm not gonna say I share personality traits with him, but he's definitely a super introvert. Like, we even have that line from his brother being like, oh my god, Kei has other friends than Tadashi? Like, that's the sweetest line ever, because, oh my god, and then, like, Tsuki, after he's had his moment, or just like before he gets the oh my god moment, he has those lines like, it's just like 1 block, just 1 point, this is just a club, nothing more. And then he just completely gives in to his emotions, and you have Tanaka and Nishinoya just jumping him and everyone just being so happy, because they just, like, that block won them the set in a juice, and they were so pressured, and Tsukishima had just been thinking so far ahead, and like just the way Kageyama just looked at him, so impressed by what Tsukishima had done. And then you have, oh my god, like, Hinata coming over and being like, that point was like 100 points, and then you just have Tsukishima being like, well, you're a middle blocker too, maybe you should try to block some. Like, oh my god, you're not even understanding how much I feel for this moment. Oh my god. And just like, before this even, we have the scene where Tsukishima's like, Hinata, when my serve is perfectly received, you have to do this, you have to jump as high as you can and block Tendo, or the number 5 player, whatever. And like, that's what you have to do. And then when Hinata runs over to high five him and Tsukishima just like dodges him, and you just see Hinata running past and then just keep running. That was just so funny. But oh my god, this episode is just everything. You just have, like, because you have the silence, I'm going back to like the music and stuff, like when you have the silence and it's broken by Tsukishima's cheer and then everyone cheering, like you have the whole stadium or whatever it is just cheering and being like, who the fuck is that number 11 player? Just so amazing. Oh my god. This episode just really did it for me. Oh my god. And you just like, and the thing is, because the entire episode just led up to this, because we had so much focus on Shirabu as well, because every time Tsukishima just did something, he was like so persistent, and you can just see that he got so annoyed by it. And at the time where he set the ball to Tsukishima, he was like, no, not Tsukishima, to Ushiwaka, he was like, okay, this is our ace, I'll set it to him, and then he just does that one teeny tiny mistake. Like, it's not even a mistake, I don't think they say this in the anime, but in the manga they were like, the thing that Shirabu did was so tiny it couldn't even be counted as a mistake. It was just like this tiny thing that Tsukishima picked up on and had just been waiting for all this time, and then just completely used that moment to its fullest. Like, that's just so fucking impressive. And it's also because like he understands what it meant for him to block that, and how he spent 2 full sets like just setting this one thing up, yet he was still like, this is just 1 point, and then by the end where he's like, yeah, I just got 1 point, the real match starts now. Oh my god, Tsukishima's just come so far. I will fight you over this, but he has by far the best character development, maybe only rivaled by Kageyama. Like, Tsukishima is just, oh my god. And the best part is, it continues after this. Like, I think at this point most of my people who watch these videos are manga readers, but if you aren't, I'm not gonna spoil anything. But Tsukishima's awesomeness continues. I told you last time that this match contains 2 of my favorite moments. This is of course my favorite, but later on you'll have my other favorite moment, and you may or may not have guessed that this also involves Tsukishima, because this match is just so good for his character. So fucking amazing. Oh my god. It's so good. And I haven't even been talking about anything else. Like, oh. We also had like, trying to not talk about Tsukishima, we had the, Shirabu, of course, he's quite annoyed by not Tsukishima, but what Tsukishima played on is that he's also got really pressured and annoyed by Nishinoya, who keeps receiving Ushiwaka's spikes, and by Hinata and Kageyama, because they, of course, they don't pay attention to the blockers, because they're quick can when used right, and not all the time. They're just like, blockers don't matter to them, because they just use them infrequently. And you have Shirabu just being so tired of everything and then doing a dump, and then not even 5 minutes later Kageyama does the exact same, and you just have Suga on the side being like, my heart can't take this, I just... And it's just... because Kageyama can be so unpredictable at times, because he just hates losing so much. So for a setter to outdo him is just something that he cannot take, so he always has to get them back. And also because, as I said, I think it was in episode 2 or episode 1, like, Kageyama isn't really scared of any player who's not Oikawa, which means that now that they already beat Oikawa, like literally the previous day, he's just like fearless, like I like just that. Let's just like talk about Oikawa in the preview, man. And with the glasses as well, so hot, like Oikawa. There is a lot of dust in this. Either way, oh my god, this episode, like, I cannot even begin to describe how much I like this episode. For me, like, this is probably one of the highlights of this entire season. And like, again, not saying that nothing will compare to this. It of course depends on the people who watch this, and of course other characters have a lot of good moments as well, but like Tsukishima, man, I just literally, I cannot wait to see live reactions and reviews of this week's episode, because a lot of YouTubers have not read the manga, so their reaction will just I'm so excited to see other people's videos on this, because damn, so good. Last thing I just want to talk about, still Tsukishima related of course, but I just like how throughout the episode we also had like a good focus on Yamaguchi, though he wasn't playing. Like, we just had him watching from the sidelines, and every time we just saw Tsukishima just thinking and like having those looks, it always shifted back to Yamaguchi being like, I can see that you're doing something. And then of course it was always Yamaguchi who had the flashback. It wasn't Tsukishima who had the flashback of telling Yamaguchi that I want to block some of these spikes. It's Yamaguchi like thinking back to that and just being like, I know Tsuki's thinking something, he's gonna do something. And then also Suga apologizing to Yamaguchi for like really believing that they could block Ushiwaka, and then Yamaguchi just being like, well, I knew Tsuki would do something, because he just hates losing. Despite everything he says and everything he does, he just really hates losing. And I think it's so amazing that, like, because it fits so well with Tsukishima's character to have his story being told from someone else's perspective, because he's not someone who'd praise himself. Like, he'd never admit that, oh, well, I planned from the beginning that I wanted to, like, block Ushiwaka. Like, that's something he tells Yamaguchi, but he doesn't really say that, and especially that after he's done it, he would never be like, well, I planned from the beginning that I wanted to block some of his spikes, so of course I'm gonna do that. Like, that's not his character, so it just makes so much sense to have that focus on Yamaguchi and him just being like, this is my band. Like, oh my god, I just, this episode, goddammit. Tsukishima's just everything, isn't he? I just love him so much. Fuck, man. Gonna end this video here because I could spend 20,000 hours just rambling on how much I like Yamaguchi, how much I love Tsukishima, and of course also Yamaguchi in this episode, because they were so amazing, and there were other character moments, but like, Tsuki just takes the episode for me, and I can't even focus on anything else. So, if you liked anything I had to say in this video, please leave a thumbs up, and you can leave in the comments below if like you have any thoughts. What do you think of the Tsuki moment? What did I miss that you want to talk about? And you can subscribe if you want to see more of me. I do reviews of One Piece, Shokugeki no Soma, Boku no Hero Academia, Haikyuu the manga, and I do videos more in style with this of the One Piece anime. Also, if you follow my One Piece manga videos, I might do an extra video tomorrow, because I have been reading, like, through my comment section, I've been seeing other people's reviews at this point. I've had a lot of time to think about the new chapter, and there's still so much controversy that I want to touch upon, so it's not gonna be as much my opinion, but I just want to start another discussion and just kind of put out what I've been seeing from different people and different interpretations, just to put stuff out there. Because I just see so many conflicting ideas. Like, I feel like everything you say, like, you'll get someone who agrees with you and someone who very strongly disagrees, and as I am a person who tries very much not to disagree too much with some people, it's very hard to like keep a balance. So yeah, expect another video tomorrow if I have time. I should have time. It's a Saturday, I have time. But yeah, I'm gonna end the video here, so until next time, bye.